Right, Logitech. You may have used this brand in the past on the top of your computer. This still fits on the top of your computer, but it's also designed to be a standalone camera. So the C922 Pro high definition camera. Let's take a look at what's inside. Inside, it looks like this, and the little stand or the little tripod is in here, and let's take a look at that. Manhandling it a little bit. Okay, so here's what we got for a tripod, right? So I've purchased similar tripods like this to this for $1, but with the $1 ones, it was a little less dense on the legs. So anyway, that's it. It's just a basic stand, okay? Similar to the ones that used to cost $1 at the dollar store, but a little more quality, a little higher quality, so that it should last a little longer. Are these telescoping legs? Yes, they do telescope a little bit. So we're looking at that much height on that. So not entirely bad when we mount this on top, right? That's a setup that we might want to put on a high table, but let's just see what we can do setting this up on a regular table, and then I'll put the rest of the video on this camera so that you'll see how this camera operates. So here we're recording on the webcam, and I messed up. I said that this is a standalone camera. Well, it's still a webcam. It is a standalone camera, and thus you get about 3 feet with the included cable. You get about 3 feet of distance to work with. If you need more, you can always get a bigger USB. For me, this should be adequate. So, what's going on here? Well, what's going on is actually, this is the Apple onboard computer. I'm just noticing. This is the Apple onboard computer. So we'll now look at how the Logitech records here. So now we're recording at 1080 pixels. So 1080 pixels with, you can see the difference with the onboard camera. Mac doesn't have the best stuff, but neither does a PC a lot of the time. So yeah, with the onboard camera we got about 720p. Now we get 1080 pixels, and we have a much more improved video now. So you can see this purchase at $100 is not a bad purchase. A lot of people will haggle. You know, a lot of people will go online and purchase with Craigslist or eBay and then criticize everyone else for not getting a good deal, right? I've had it with those types of people that do that kind of stuff. For me, saving money is no longer the priority. Having the best equipment is the priority. So we can sort of see I'm in high def now. So let's take a look at what we have for the setup, right? So coming at you, but oops, I've created a time loop. I forgot that would do that. Oh, I didn't know anyway. So now we know it creates a bit of a weird loop. We don't want to really do that. I wanted to show you sort of what the software looks like, and you kind of saw it. But with that thing happening, yeah, I'm just not going to get into that right now. Obviously, that's a more advanced skill, a more advanced course. We'll learn that. We'll learn about that at some point, and I'll report back on how to do that. Now, Logitech sent this, right, shipped the device with this piece of paper. And this looks an awful lot like a Mac right there. In fact, it is a Mac. Now that I understand that on one side you have the Mac, on the other side it says Windows, and it says Windows only, right? Windows only. Download at this place with the capture, Windows only. So I didn't understand. They could have just written the word Mac in the left-hand side and I would understand. But basically, that's the one kicker of this purchase, because that costed me several hours, because by this point I absolutely abhor Windows and PC, and I have my old Acer, but I am absolutely done. So you know, it kept coming up with all kinds of hassling messages like, you know, your computer isn't configured for this. First of all, it's an older computer, right? You don't have to rub it in. That's an older computer. It doesn't work with your shit. Secondly, it doesn't have to be that it doesn't work with your shit. It kind of did, but it was irritating the hell out of me with these error messages in the beginning. With Mac, you just don't have that. It's very easy. All I had to do to set this up was, in fact, set it up. Now, regarding the little, you know, watermark down here, I don't think they're going to let me remove that. They've given me their proprietary software, and I don't think I'm making it with Logi. I think I'm making it with Mac. But anyway, apparently also I'm making it with Logitech or with Logi. So they want you to know that, right? I will look for ways to get rid of that, right? Maybe here. I can turn it off. Turns out it's a simple fix. It says watermark. There's a little thing, third icon down on the settings on the left. Looks a little bit like a magic wand. Click that. Click watermark. Goes away. Completely done. So all of my issues have been resolved. The this is a high definition camera. For the money, I can't complain. So if you only listen to the people that talk about money all the time, good luck. They'll irritate the hell out of you, just like the Windows people, and just like the people that had me shopping on coupons and EBT cards, right? So somebody, maybe God doesn't like me, or somebody put a budget on me in my life. I think I'm finally out of that, to where money buys good things. But something you'll see. So you got the tour, and that's kind of how it works with the Logitech. So I'm going to pan around my room to show you how beautiful my furniture can be on video, when to me, I don't like sitting in that couch. But if you look over here, it's not a bad looking couch from the video perspective, right? Even in this lighting, like I had better lighting earlier today with the sunlight, but with the sun down now, it's still quality lighting. And when I was dealing with any other camera that I have, any other device, it would have been lower than 1080p, lower in quality than 1080p, including the Canon like ELPH, which is not designed to be a crazy good camera. I just use it for road trips, taking pictures, right? Taking regular stock pictures when you don't want to carry the cell phone around, or when it has superior video or to my Mac, right? Supposed to be high def, right? That one. But I'm not going to use, I'm going to go with this. For me to use that, I would have to then take out the chip and put the chip into my Windows computer. My Mac doesn't have the thing for the chip. So I have to fire up my now hated, infamous Acer laptop, which from now can pretty much piss off, and I'll probably sell it. Now, I don't want to offend the purchaser of that product, who, if you're watching, Dad, thank you. I know your intentions were in the right place and you wanted to purchase me a Mac, I'm pretty sure. But when it comes to having to settle for Windows, I understand your situation. I think for you, you may actually support Windows. That's fine if you don't have all the irritating little things coming up. On Mac, done deal. Looks like it's a resolved issue. with that. So I was going to show you the furniture, right? And I did. We basically see for the value, for the money, right? Can't complain. Can easily turn off that little Logitech thing. Can easily set this up with a Mac, and you're good to go, and you're on iMovie instead of trying to use Photoshop Premiere. If you're using if you're using Adobe Premiere, right? You look at the software designed for Windows. You look at the archaic file system. Man, it's archaic. Man, the excuse is maybe it's not consumer level. It's designed for business. Well, that just means it's absolute shit, basically. Puta canta shit. I'm sorry. By this point, I'm starting to get into territory where, I'm maybe not fit for TV. So it's been real. Thank you. And these are some considerations to think about if you go to Best Buy and purchase some of these items that I've shown you. I include links to all the items so that you can purchase through me. Give me a little bit of incentive to do these videos by giving me some amount of commission, maybe out of your sale of $400 worth of junk. If you buy the 3 items I purchased today, I would receive, I don't know, $4, presumably, something like that. I don't know how advertising works. Personally, I would think I would want more like $40, but with advertising working the way it does, probably $4. I don't want to take more of the people's money that assembled this, imported overseas. And, I don't want to take any more of their money. I would like to give the majority of the money for this product to the manufacturers. But the designers need their cut too. Intellectual property, right? This is only possible through engineers, designers who study computer science, photography, videography, the whole of it, and made it so that we could just plug and play, right? This is what we've been fighting for ages, is plug and play, and now we're there. We're in that era. You'll see more videos like this on this channel, which will become a more professional channel now due to the equipment that I now have, versus me looking pretty sketchy in the Stone Age, which was 2020. Now that we're in 2021, particularly myself, I think that we're in better shape. Overall, a good deal for the money. $100 on this. $100. That's what I paid out the door retail. And I have people who are thrifty, scoundrels, and say, you're wrong for spending $100 on that when you could have purchased it for 20 on the internet. Okay, the one you're getting on the internet is not this one, is not maybe plug and play for you, okay, but you lowballed somebody, you ripped somebody off. They had to eat that loss, and you're making it into where, they're making it into where that's something to be proud of, right? For me, on the money, this particular one right here, right? On the money, you should order it and link it. I've linked it here. You should just click my link, pay me a couple bucks for the, putting the deal together and showing you this stuff, and order it and get online with me so that we can talk about cool stuff like Taoism and things that I would be more interested in than just the technology itself. But hang on, continue coming back. Thanks.